These unstoppable wild boars are not as timid and fearful as you might think. In fact, they are among the most aggressive and fearless creatures in the wild. Wild boars are incredibly fast and powerful. Let's dive in and discover more. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This young wild boar has no idea what kind of opponent it's up against. The well-fed lioness seems to ignore the boar at first, but the wild boar plays with her as if she were just a toy. Annoyed, the lioness backs off. But what if she were hungry? This bored wild boar is playing a deadly prank on the lions. The sleeping lions wake up in shock, completely confused about what just happened. A lioness is setting up an ambush for a wild boar she has set her sights on. But what's this? This wild boar is not alone. She has 3 little piglets, and they quickly start running away from the lion. The lion corners a small piglet and starts chasing it. This lone young wild boar desperately runs at full speed. But those who stray from the herd fall prey to the lion, and the lion catches the piglet. But the chase isn't over. This time, more than one lion goes after the mother wild boar, and she now runs at full speed to escape. But these hungry lions finally reach their target. Unaware and walking its own path, this wild boar has no idea what danger lies ahead. Looking around in confusion, it senses something is wrong and starts stepping back, moving in the opposite direction of where the lions are. If the lions had attacked, it would have likely become their lunch. In this thrilling and adrenaline-filled moment, a wild boar finds itself alone, surrounded by wild dogs. Not knowing where to run, it starts spinning around and defending itself while desperately trying to escape. Exhausted and terrified, the wild boar has thrown itself into the mud, still clinging to the hope of survival. But against these hungry dogs, its chances seem slim. Sensing the opportunity, the dogs strike at every chance they get. Yet, driven by the will to live, the wild boar fights back each time, countering the attacks with desperate moves. In the end, the dogs slowly begin to give up, retreating to search for new prey. The wild boar barely escapes this ordeal, but even though it managed to survive, it was so terrified that it almost gave up its soul from fear. Once again, a bored wild boar is playing a dangerous game. These well-fed cats, basking in the sun on the safari sands, simply stare at the wild boar. After lingering for a while, the wild boar finally moves away from the cats. And the chase begins. A group of wild boars comes face to face with a group of cheetahs, and the pursuit is on. One young member quickly separates from the group, becoming the first target. But suddenly, the young wild boar switches to turbo mode, leaving the cheetahs stunned. Kicking up dust behind it, it speeds away, turning the chase into a ridiculous sight for the cheetahs. But wait, of course! The young boar they were just chasing has a mother, and now it's the cheetah's turn to run. Seeing her baby being hunted, the mother wild boar charges in immediately. Thankfully, she saves her little one from becoming dinner at the very last moment. This wild dog pack has cornered a lone wild boar and is trying to make it their dinner. But the wild boar, not wanting to become a meal, fights back to defend itself. Not fully grown, it desperately looks for a way to escape and continue on its way. But the wild dogs have blocked its path, almost as if they're saying, "Tonight, you're on our menu." Yet, they don't dare to attack. After a long, tense stare down, the boar slowly starts backing away. Just then, 2 zebras appear. Taking advantage of the distraction, the wild boar quickly disappears into the bushes. The dogs, too afraid to make a move, are left to pay the price, going hungry. Locked onto its prey, this tiger exists at the highest level of nature's power. There's no way a single wild boar can stop it. Far stronger than wild dogs, this creature never gives up on a hunt so easily. The only option this wild boar has is to use every ounce of its strength to run. Weighing between 100 to 320 kilograms, these beasts have the ability to kill 90% of their prey with a single bite. That means this wild boar doesn't stand much of a chance. With a bite force of 1,050 pounds per square inch, these tigers are the most powerful big cats in the wild. So, becoming dinner is inevitable for this wild boar. But let's be honest, one wild boar probably won't be enough for a tiger this powerful.